Good morning, dear viewer. It's a beautiful Friday morning, and I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to the Gospel Lens. As often as we say, it's because of God that we live, we move, and we have our being. And this morning, we have an opportunity to receive a ray of heaven's brightness, and we say the cherubims. Today we talk about the cherubims. Now, in the book of Exodus, the chapter is 25 and the verse is 18. The scripture records that, "And you shall make 2 cherubims, and of armored work shall you make them at the 2 ends of the mercy seat." And God was opening to Moses a plan of how he would make the items that were there in the most holy place. And so we will focus on 2 things about the cherubims. Number 1, we'll talk about the position of the cherubims in the most holy place. And number 2, the posture that the cherubims assumed in the most holy place. Now, the items that were there in the most holy place, we had the Ark of the Covenant. Covering it was the mercy seat. And on the mercy seat were 2 cherubims, as had been directed by God, that they would be made of hammered work. And now the position that these angels assumed on the mercy seat. Number 1, they had their wings stretched and another wing covering their body. And their posture, they were looking with down, facing each other, but down towards the mercy seat. Now, what was this? The position that these angels, the 2 cherubims, were assuming is a token of humility and also a token of reverence as they serve God in the heavenly court. And more expressingly, now the covering cherubims in the most holy place, a token of their reverence and also humility as they serve God. And the posture that these angels were assuming, facing down and also facing each other and looking down, and down was the mercy seat and also the Ark of the Covenant, which contained the testimonies, the 10 commandments. And now this one represented the keen interest with which these angels regard the law of God and also the interest that they have in the plan of salvation. And now God is opening unto us how his angels regard his law and also have an interest in the plan of salvation. Ask this question: do you really have an interest that God is laying before you the plan of salvation? Are you really aware that God is in the business of restoring you to the glories that we lost there in the Garden of Eden? Beyond that, this is teaching us a lesson of reverence and also humility as we come before God. Do we really desire to lower ourselves as much as Christ did? In Philippians chapter 2 verse 5, he said that, "Let this mind be in you, which was also in Jesus Christ." Can we have that mind that was there in Jesus Christ, that he made himself of no reputation, taking himself of the form of a bond servant and coming just to save us? The Lord desires that we may be humble before him, that he may use us. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jovin Odhiambo for KUSDA TV.